Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something absolutely crucial: why AI governance avoids failure, and honestly, how we can master our AI systems before they completely master us. We hear so much talk about massive computing power and these incredible algorithms, but avoiding a totally catastrophic failure? That isn't just about writing better code, it's really about the management systems we build around that code. So by the end of this explainer, you're going to know exactly how to grab the steering wheel and put control back into your AI initiatives. Let's get into it.
Picture this for a second, because this scenario is becoming all too real. A bank denies a customer a loan, but there's no human explanation. There's zero process for an appeal. It's just a cold, calculated AI decision that fundamentally alters someone's life in literally a fraction of a second. This isn't some distant sci-fi movie. It's a very real, high-stakes threat that comes from deploying unmonitored AI. When we just let an algorithm make those kinds of decisions without any safety net, we're basically leaving the front door wide open for massive operational and reputational failure.
And a scenario like that forces us to ask some pretty terrifying questions, like who actually validated that AI model before it went live? Who is continuously keeping an eye on it now that it's out in the wild? And probably the most important one, who is actually on the hook when the AI gets it wrong? The scary reality right now is that most companies, they just don't know. That is a massive, glaring governance gap. Without a formal system in place, businesses are literally flying blind and just crossing their fingers, which, let's be honest, is never a reliable strategy for avoiding failure.
But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. There's actually a real solution here. To wrap our heads around it, let's make a quick comparison. If you've spent any time in the cybersecurity world, you've definitely heard of ISO, right? Specifically, their famous ISO 27001 standard. That is basically the global gold standard for an information security management system. It tells companies exactly how to lock down and improve their security. Well, ISO just released a brand new standard, ISO 42001. And it essentially does for artificial intelligence exactly what 27001 did for information security. It's this comprehensive AI management system designed to totally bring order to the chaos. Now, the absolute key takeaway here is that ISO 42001 is purely about governance. And just to be super clear, we're not talking about some boring, static compliance checklist that gathers dust on a shelf. It's not about micromanaging your data scientists or telling them how to write their code either. It is a continuous, auditable, and certifiable system for managing AI risk. It's a proactive, living, breathing framework built for continual improvement across the entire lifecycle of your AI. This right here is the bedrock of why AI governance avoids failure. It takes risk management from a once-a-year headache and turns it into an active heartbeat within your business.
So, how does this actually work in practice? Well, it uses that classic, incredibly reliable cycle: plan, do, check, act. First, we plan. We figure out our AI policies, set our scope, and define what risks we're actually looking for. Then we move to the do phase. This is where we actually build and deploy the AI systems, but with all the right safety controls attached. After that, we check. We rigorously monitor the results, hunting for any sneaky issues like bias or data drift. And finally, we act. We use what we found to continuously improve the system. This constant repeating loop is what guarantees your AI stays accurate and actually evolves for the better.
And having that continuous loop is so necessary. Because let's be real, risks can sneak in from literally anywhere, and not all AI systems carry the same risks. This standard actually forces us to look hard at 4 interconnected layers of AI risk. First up, data risk. Are we feeding the machine biased or just plain garbage data? Second, model risk. Are the results it's spitting out actually accurate, and can we even explain them? Third is system risk. How secure is this AI when we plug it into all our other tech? And finally, usage risk. What happens if people misuse it and cause unintended consequences? A major failure can happen at any one of these layers, which is exactly why you need that comprehensive safety net.
To actually manage those 4 layers, the standard gives us a really solid high-level structure to follow. It kicks off with context, setting the scope and figuring out the rules. Then it moves straight to leadership, because honestly, if the bosses aren't accountable, the whole thing falls apart. From there, it flows right through planning, support, and day-to-day operations. Finally, it loops into evaluation through internal audits and improvement to handle incidents and fix scores. So yeah, it covers the whole shebang from start to finish.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. The global landscape for AI rules is kind of blowing up right now, but we can easily break it down into 3 main buckets: the US NIST Framework, ISO 42001, and the EU AI Act. Think of it as a good, prove, comply model. NIST is voluntary guidance. It basically shows you what good looks like. Then there's ISO 42001, which is certifiable.
That's how you actually prove compliance to the world. And finally, the EU AI Act. That is an enforced law with some serious financial penalties. That's the legal constraint telling you how you must comply. Good, prove, comply.
I know. That sounds like a total alphabet soup of regulations, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But here is the secret. These frameworks are absolutely not competing with each other. They're actually complementary layers. You use NIST to figure out the best practices, you implement ISO 42001 to build a system you can actually certify, and then you use that exact same system to legally satisfy those super strict rules in the EU AI Act. When you combine them all, you get an exceptionally strong, totally resilient AI strategy. They're basically best friends.
Ultimately, this is all about a massive shift in mindset. If you treat AI governance like some annoying bureaucratic compliance checkbox, you are going to struggle big time. And if you ignore it completely, you're basically just sending out an invitation for failure. But if you do this right, if you build governance directly into a real management system like ISO 4200 and bake it right into the DNA of your operations, it becomes a superpower. It's a strategic enabler. You'll be able to scale your AI initiatives so much faster and infinitely safer simply because you've already built the guardrails.
Which brings us to one final, really provocative thought to wrap things up. We are at a massive turning point with AI right now, and ISO 42001 is the very first international standard to actually formalize governance into a workable system. If you govern your AI well, you can use it to do some absolutely incredible things for your business. But if you ignore it, well, the source material puts it perfectly. If you don't, you're going to feel like it locked you in the trunk and went for a joyride. So ask yourself right now, is your organization firmly in the driver's seat, or are you already stuck in the trunk? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you on the next one.